What's happening, Hammers? Dan Lawless here, back with another edition of the West Ham Week, where I take 3 of the top stories from West Ham from throughout the week and break it down into 2-minute sections. Hope you guys are all enjoying this beautiful weather. Can you guys please subscribe? Just do me a favour, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. Hit the notification bell, thumbs us up, comment, all of that stuff, whatever. Just interact, it helps us all out. Big stories to talk about today. So let's get into it without further hesitation. Start the timer now. So, big story came out in the football world. Massive, absolutely massive, shocking story. Arsene Wenger is leaving Arsenal. Now, what the hell has this got to do with West Ham, I hear you ask? Well, I'll get into that in a second. There's 2 reasons how it affects West Ham, and I'll get into that. First of all, I just want to say, I do not believe that he left on his own accord for a second. He has said he always honours his contract. He's a proud man, he's a stubborn man, and I believe he was sacked. He was sacked, and they let him have this option to come out and say he left so he could leave with some dignity, straight up. Anyway, first of all, this is how it affects us. We're playing them on Sunday. We're playing Arsenal. Now, believe me, that stadium would have been filled with so many empty seats and apathetic fans as it has been in past games. Now they've done this, there's going to be a party atmosphere. Everyone's going to want to go to the game. People are going to be singing and cheering and singing for Arsene Wenger. The players are going to want to give him a good send-off. And it's, you know, it's written, the story is written, isn't it? That right after the game, after this is announced, they get a win and it's beautiful and romantic and all that crap. Hopefully we can put a stop to that, but that's what I think. Although on the other hand, it could go the other way and the players could be distracted by all this story and not knowing who the new manager is going to come in and the pressure of it. I only hope. The other way it affects us is he is going to be available in the summer. Now, if I'm West Ham, now whatever, you know, you see what's happened with Arsenal, all right, it ain't work out. Sometimes you need a change, you need a new challenger. Believe me, he is not done in football. I think he would be a great solution to our manager situation, and definitely better than Moyes. No matter what you think, he would be a better option for us than David Moyes and would attract a lot of top players. So that's what I think anyway. Let me know what you think. Speaking of Moyes and that, and the manager situation, all the stories coming out at the moment are suggesting that David Moyes will be the West Ham manager next season. So forget about, you know, your Arsene Wenger. It's highly reported. Apparently it's not fully set in stone yet. Obviously, we have to stay up first. But I think if he keeps us up, it's looking like they're going to keep him. Now, if he keeps us up, I will be grateful to him, right? He's done the job he needed to do. But I do not think he is the man to take West Ham forward. I just don't. You know, he's got a very negative mentality to a lot of games, very negative approach that it really, you know, sometimes it works out. It's worked against the top clubs, you know, which is great. But when you're playing that against some of the worst teams in the league and teams in the lower divisions, you're playing negative formations. You know, I do not want to see that next season. We had to suffer that under Big Sam so much. You know, it's like you go to football, you pay your money to be entertained, to see your team try and win, and to have that sort of negative mentality every game. If he was to have that next season, I don't want to sit through that for another season. Yeah, I like his backroom staff a lot. Massive improvement over Bilic's backroom staff. But I just don't think he's the man to take us forward. I think we need to do everything in our power to convince Rafa Benitez to leave Newcastle. Yeah, I don't think that he's. I don't think that would take a lot of convincing, considering I don't think he gets on with my Ashley too much. Or again, go with Arsene Wenger. You know, big name. He stabilised Arsenal in 4th position after all of that money situation. You know, our board don't like to spend. He done a bit with a little, so maybe he could. And like I said, he'd attract better players. What players, top players, are going to want to come play for David Moyes? Another bit of news that I'm sure West Ham fans won't particularly be thrilled with. If I say news, it's a rumour at the moment. Nothing's been factually reported, but I'm just giving my reaction to it. Is the rumour that West Ham are looking to keep hold of Joe Hart beyond this season, to possibly sign him on a permanent or loan him out again. The figure that's being talked about is around £10 million. And I think this would be, if true, would be a terrible decision by the club. You know, we saw he had a fantastic performance against Chelsea, didn't he? Like man of the match, he was outstanding. And then next week makes just an awful error against Stoke and fumbles the ball, and he's just not. His reflexes aren't there to grab hold of it again, and you know, cost us winning the game. Now I saw a stat that suggested that he has made as many errors. I think it's as many or as more errors as every other Premier League keeper combined this season. Consider now that's a stat I heard. If anyone you know wants to say otherwise, let me know. But that is astounding considering he hasn't played every single game. You know, Adrian has played a good portion of this season. He's on massive wages, around 100 grand a week. We need to just get a new keeper. I think his days of being a top keeper behind him. If he wants to take a wage cut, quite a sizable wage cut, then I'd consider it. I think he has got some good leadership capabilities. He commands his box well, and you know, probably offers a lot in the dressing room. So I think he has got something to offer, but not on those wages, and not as our first choice keeper at the moment. I think his days of being that first choice keeper are behind him. We need someone we can really trust in goal and really rely on to you know, help us not concede so many bloody goals. But anyway, that's what I think. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the stuff I've talked about today. And like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the heat, the summer. It's been so bloody freezing lately. Like now, well, you know, in the leading up months now, we've got a bit of heat to enjoy. So leave your comments below, subscribe if you can, and appreciate it, guys, if you support my channel After Hours. Click the little logo there, go and subscribe to there. We've got podcasts and banter and spicy food stuff and gaming and all sorts of stuff, just mates being mates, in it. Like, so go and check that out, but subscribe to us, notify, all of that stuff. One thing left to say: come on, you irons.